This is SAS brand new Airbus A321neo LR. This plane may be a single aisle but still has a full-size business class. You're gonna jump on board and check out the service, food and the seats. Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, you don't want to miss out on this experience. So let's buckle up and see what SAS business class has to offer. Starting in my home base in Oslo, we went straight to the check-in area for SAS. The check-in was uneventful with priority queue and quick service. Then we went straight to the lounge for breakfast.
Good morning from the lounge in Oslo. I'm currently in the SAS lounge. I'm gonna fly Scandinavian Airlines today from Oslo to New York in their business class. So let's have a cup of coffee and see how the business class is.
Today's flight will take us on a 3,700-mile journey across the Atlantic Ocean, flying over Iceland just into Greenland before entering Canadian airspace and crossing over Montreal. We will then enter US airspace and fly straight over New Jersey, arriving at New York Liberty International Airport. The estimated flight time for this journey is a little bit under 8 hours. From cities with less demands, SAS uses the brand new Airbus A321neo LR. This nifty aircraft usually flies from Oslo and Arlanda, where the demand might not be as high as their main hub Copenhagen. Once we have double-checked all the necessary documents for entry into the US, it was time to board the flight.
Okay, we boarded first, and we are the only one that went up for boarding.
Before we get on the flight, let's have a look at the seat map. As mentioned, SAS uses the Airbus A321neo LR on flights from Oslo to the east coast of the US. The layout of the cabin is 3 classes: Go, Plus and Business. In SAS Go there are 123 seats in a 3-3 configuration. In SAS Plus there are only 12 seats in a 2-2 configuration. And in SAS Business there are 22 seats in a 2-2 configurations on odd numbers and 1-1 on even numbers row, making it in total 6 throne seats. Since I was traveling with my girlfriend, I selected the bulkhead seat 1F to have her next to me. Welcome on board. This is the brand new business class on the A321. Let's have a look around the seat. In front of you there's a 20.5-inch HD display. The seats in the first row is a little bit more spacious than the other seats in terms of legroom. The footwell is also wider than the seats behind you. On the side and between each seat there are some pockets to store magazines, iPad or other small stuff. The armrest next to the window can be lowered so that you have a wider bed while you're sleeping. The middle console has a small area to store your refreshments, while the quick controls underneath let you adjust the seats to preset modes. Under the cover is the IV control, which pops out with a touch of a button. The controller feels light and comfortable in your hand, making it easier to navigate through the IV system. Over the cover is a flip to release your table, and I will show you this in a second. Next is a detailed seat controller that lets you fine-tune your seating position, and the provided noise-cancelling headphones from SAS. All the way in the corner you will find a universal power outlet, a headphone jack and 2 USB-A ports. It is strange that SAS didn't go for a USB-C port since the plane is only 1 year old. In the top there is a small space for your water bottle and a reading light. The table comes out from the middle console by pulling the lever. It is solid and big enough for a laptop. On the video it looks bouncy, but I didn't have any problem during my flight. It feels massive and solid. Finally, overhead there are individual air nostrils for your control. If you have flown a business class and wide-body jet before, you will notice that the single-aisle business class seats have slightly limited storage capacity in comparison. Nonetheless, don't be discouraged by that, there's still space for your essentials. Before takeoff, the crew handed out the pre-flight drinks and today's menus. Today's options included a choice of salmon, mixed salad or a venison for starters. And then for the main course, one could choose between salmon, chicken, beef or lasagna. To finish off the meal, there were options for cheese, fruit, almond and apple tart and ice cream. SAS offers Orlux Premier Cru Brut as their champagne selection, and both French and an Austrian options for white wine. For red wine, SAS provided a choice between a German and an Italian wine. As a final meal before landing, you will be served traditional Scandinavian open-faced sandwich with smoked salmon and fresh cut fruit. Additionally, you can request snacks and candy from the crew during the flight. Let's take off and experience this further. Immediately after takeoff, the crew began setting up the tables and distributing warm nuts while taking drink orders. I opted for the Cosmopolitan, which is made of vodka, Cointreau and cranberry juice. Then the crew handed out warm towels to wash your hands. In SAS business class, all items are presented on a tray, and the cabin crew replaces the plate when it's time for the main course. I chose the salmon for my appetizer and it was delicious. My girlfriend selected the venison, which was also flavorful and nice. During the main course, the crew brought out a tray of all the available options for passengers to preview before making their selection. I chose the chicken while my girlfriend opted for the beef. The presentation was not particularly impressive, with all the items crammed into a bowl. The chicken was decent but not exceptional, and the beef was somewhat lacking in flavor. As for dessert, I chose to sample a variety of options including cheese and crackers, tart and ice cream. It was a delightful end to the first round of service. The almond and apple tart was particularly delicious and the cheese was complemented perfectly by the marmalade. When it comes to amenity kit, all SAS business class passengers receive an amenity kit which contains items from several Swedish brands such as Flippa K or Verso Skincare. The kit includes lip balm, face moisturizer, socks, eye mask and a toothbrush. Moving on to the toilet. Despite having 22 passengers in business class, there is only one bathroom available for use. While the size of the lavatory is somewhat limited, I understand that it cannot be larger due to the size of the aircraft. However, I was disappointed to find there was no amenity products available inside. Returning to my seat, I decided to explore the in-flight entertainment. Unfortunately, SAS falls short when it comes to movies and TV selection. With only 89 movies and 20 new releases that aren't even that new, it is easy to end up watching a movie already been seeing on a previous flight. The TV show selection is slightly better with 170 shows available, but only one episode of each show and no complete season. This is a disappointment when you compare to other airlines like Singapore Airlines, Lufthansa or Emirates. On the bright side, the system itself is responsive and easy to use. It's just the content that could use improvement. In business class, SAS offers noise-cancelling headphones that are efficient in reducing ambient noise. However, I personally found them uncomfortable to wear for a long period because they are on-air rather than over-air headphones. During the flight, the Wi-Fi was supposed to be really fast as SAS had partnered with Viasat as their vendor. But unfortunately, the Wi-Fi was down due to authentication problems caused by a recent cyber attack on SAS. So it was time to test out the bed. SAS provide a thin mattress pad, pillow and a blanket. The bed can be fully reclined and has a length of 185 cm or 73 inches. The width is decent, but if you lower the armrest you can get even more space. However, the curve of the back wall means that the armrests may still be in the way, especially for people with broad shoulders like myself. Sleeping on your side may be a more comfortable option. Time to get some rest, and I will see you again in a few hours for the final meal and arrival into New York. After dozing off for an hour or two, the crew has distributed chocolate while we were sleeping. And since I craved some more sweets, I requested some more sugar to wake me up. Shortly after, the pre-arrival meal was served, featuring smoked salmon, fresh fruit and most importantly, coffee. Shortly after, it was time to fasten the seatbelts and get ready for landing in New York before I will get to my summary of this flight.
Well, this was SAS in their Airbus A321 from Oslo to New York. The flight was really good. Brand new flight with only 1 year old. The business class seats were perfect. The food was good, and not the best presentation, but and the narrow cabin is a little bit narrow. I like it a little bit wider, looks like the wide body they use with double aisle, but for single aisle it's perfectly fine. So highly recommend it, and yeah, until next time, have a safe flight.